A move for Jeffrey Kondogbia would not just add another midfielder to Sunderland's squad, it would immediately change the room. That is the part of this story that feels most interesting now. Not the name, not the age, not even the Marseille situation on its own. If Sunderland are genuinely close to bringing Kondogbia to the Stadium of Light, then Régis Le Bris is not just adding experience. He is creating a new layer of competition in a midfield that already has identity, rhythm, and players who will believe they deserve minutes. According to Mediafoot, Kondogbia is close to joining Sunderland, with the deal gaining ground in recent hours, and Marseille keen to move him on as one of their higher earners. That gives Sunderland a market opening, but it also creates a football decision that has to be handled properly. Because a 33-year-old midfielder with Kondogbia's background does not arrive quietly, and that means somebody else feels the pressure. A midfielder who thought he was first rotation might suddenly become fourth choice. A younger player who expected more responsibility could find his pathway blocked. A player who offers energy but less control might have to fight harder for the manager's trust. These are the hidden consequences of a transfer like this. On paper, it is squad depth. Inside the training ground, it is hierarchy. That can be healthy. Strong teams need friction. They need players looking over their shoulder. They need sessions where standards rise because nobody feels completely safe. But it can also become awkward if the role is not clear. Kondogbia played only 1,016 minutes last season, and that cannot be brushed aside. If he comes in as a senior voice but cannot consistently affect matches, Sunderland risk creating status without impact. That is never ideal. Experience has to earn its place, especially in a squad built on intensity and hunger. There is also the Granit Xhaka comparison, which is understandable but slightly dangerous. Just because one experienced midfielder worked brilliantly does not mean every experienced midfielder becomes the same story. Xhaka had his own rhythm, his own authority, his own fit. Kondogbia would have to prove his value from scratch. The sensible version of this deal is clear. A reasonable fee, a defined role, controlled minutes, and a player who helps Sunderland manage games without disturbing the balance of the squad. The wrong version is just as clear. High wages, fading legs, and a signing that looks better on a career page than it does in the middle of a Premier League match. Kondogbia may well be close, but the real test is not getting him through the door. It is making sure his arrival strengthens the midfield without unsettling what already works.